Adam Schefter reported that Shedeur Sanders was possibly going to get drafted by the Baltimore Ravens in the fifth round. And apparently Shedeur Sanders had waved off the Ravens, basically calling them saying, hey, don't draft me in the fifth round. So there's two ways to look at this. On one hand, Alex Smith on Sunday NFL Countdown has said that this was kind of idiotic, that it was kind of crazy that you don't want to learn from a great organization like the Baltimore Ravens, learn behind a great quarterback like Lamar Jackson when you're a fifth round pick as a quarterback. That is one way to look at it. It's understandable. But I look at it, again, I see that side, but I also see the side with Shedeur Sanders. You were projected to be a first-round pick. You led the country in completion percentage. You were one of the better quarterbacks. You were listed as the number one quarterback to come off the board. And that obviously didn't happen. I don't blame Shedeur for wanting to compete. Obviously he can't choose where he gets drafted, but he did land in a situation where at least you had a chance to compete for a starting quarterback job. He didn't succeed, as we know, but at least he had an opportunity to compete for it. With Baltimore, there is no chance of you competing for the starting job because Lamar Jackson is going to be there, and he's going to be there for years to come. So there was no way that Shedeur was going to see the field. At least with the Cleveland Browns, even though the way it turned out, there was at least a chance that he could compete for the starting job. There was zero chance in Baltimore. So I see it from that side as well. I understand what Alex Smith is saying. When you're a young quarterback, where you land is very important. Situations matter. We see this all the time with a lot of young quarterbacks who come out of college highly touted, but they land in situations where it's not a good environment for them to succeed. And it matters. We've seen Baker Mayfield go from Cleveland all the way to Tampa Bay, and we see what the quarterback that he's become. Sometimes situation matters. And for Shedeur, yeah, you can't go. I can't say it would be a bad thing if the Ravens drafted him. It's like, look, that's a quarterback that you can develop. They've developed Joe Flacco. They developed Lamar Jackson. So they're very capable of developing quarterbacks. But at the same time, I understand Shedeur's side of it. I want to compete. I want to have a chance to, be a starting quarterback in my rookie season. I want to play early. I don't want to sit there and just not play for years. So I do get it from both sides.